Alrighty, what is up, guys? Today I bring you on my semifinal match for Chase's 5th Gen Overuse tournament against SuperITSU. A little bit of a team preview thing going on again. He's got a Rotom Wash form, which really threatens my team, but I figured that the main threat is going to be like his Scizor, mainly from stopping my Terrakion from sweeping through his team. So basically my whole goals are going to get rid of his Scizor first of all, and his Rotom. So I'm going to lead with my Deoxys Speed, because I kind of changed this up a little bit. I did have a Latios over this, but I figured that I was testing this and I like this a little bit more. So I'm just going to go for the Psycho Boost. He did lead with Rotom, expecting my Tyranitar, which is cool. So I go for the Psycho Boost, and it doesn't kill, which is weird, because I'm like mild max special attack, and I was like, what? But then his Hydro Pump doesn't kill me, so I figured that he's a little bit more of a bulky set, which is all good and well. So right here, I'm either going to predict his like Tyranitar switch or a Scizor switch, just go for Superpower, but he makes a nice play, predicts that, and goes out to his Celebi, which was, like I said, a very, very nice play on his part. So my Deoxys is down, but his Rotom Wash is crippled, and that's exactly what I wanted. So right here, I'm going to go into Landorus, threaten with the U-turn, and he goes back out into his Rotom, which I'm like, okay, come on, U-turn, kill, and it knocks it out. So that is one of the two main, well, that's first of all the main threat to my team, and it's going to open up the doors for me to safely get Terrakion in. So he's going out to a Salamence. Honestly predicted either the Earthquake, but then again I figured most Mix Minces nowadays probably run Brick Break. So I go out to Landorus, and I predict correctly. He does show that he has Brick Break and that he's Life Orb, so I figure that this is a Mix Mince. Also, because he has Brick Break, I'm kind of fearing that he might have Roost as well. So again, I'm going to Scout, go for the U-turn. He goes out to a Scizor. I get a critical hit here. It's not going to matter too much in the long run. I'll explain to that when I get to the point. And right here, I'm going to go into Skarmory, and I'm going to take note that I am faster than his Scizor. I mean, I'd expect to be faster anyways, because I put a little bit more speed investment to outspeed other Skarmorys, but I'm going to take note of that later on for the match. So he's going to go back into his Salamence here, and right here I'm expecting him to want to get ahead in the game and over-predict. So right here I'm just going to Scout and Roost. So he does go for the Draco Meteor, expecting my either like my Landorus or something. He was just expecting me not to stay in. And so I just Roost up, get back up to full, plus I figured I might have been able to, I don't know if I was able or not to take a Fire Blast. But anyways, right here I'm going to predict his Brick Break, expecting my Tyranitar to come in to completely and totally resist the Fire Blast, but that was kind of stupid because he could then outspeed me, and just hit me with the Brick Break anyway, so he had no reason not to go for the Fire Blast there. So anyways, he's going to go back out into his Scizor. I'm just going to go for a Sand Force boosted Stone Edge, trying to KO this thing, and it's going to live with about, like, I don't know, 10%. And so I'm going to go into Skarmory right here. I really want him to Superpower. Why you say that? Because I know that he'll be more inclined to stay in and try and hit me more if he's locked into Superpower, as opposed to him being locked into Bullet Punch. So right here, I'm just going to go for the Brave Bird. That crit right there earlier with the U-turn didn't necessarily matter, just would have brought my Skarmory down enough to a little bit lower health, and even that didn't matter still. So right here, I figure that I'm in kind of a tough position. I don't really feel like over-predicting, or I don't feel like predicting him to over-predict again, so I'm just going to go into Vaporeon. He does show that he has Roost, so that's going to be a little problematic, but not to the point where it's going to bug me all that much. So right here, I figure that I can take a Draco Meteor, because, you know, I am kind of mixed defenses in this Vaporeon, so I'm just going to go for a Wish, but he actually switches into a Celebi right here. So part of me wanted to protect, but then again, part of me really wanted my Skarmory back up to full health, because he does still have an Excadrill, and granted, Vaporeon is a good enough check to Excadrill. I would much rather have Skarmory, just so I can possibly Whirlwind out and set up more spikes and phase and all that good shenanigans. So right here, he just goes for a Giga Drain, and he's going to set up a Nasty Pot. So at this point, I'm thinking, okay, I'm in some serious trouble. I can take a Hidden Power Fire, well, I can anyways, because I'm sturdy. But honestly, right here, I'm going to expect him to overpredict again, and so I'm just going to stay in and face him out, and he does go for the Giga Drain. So that was really crucial. That was crucial, him overpredicting that. So right here, I am going to get his Excadrill out. I do see Balloon, so I mean, I honestly figured that he was going to Rapid Spin away. So he does show rapid spin. I'm just going to break his balloon right here. So this next play, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to bait him into going for rapid spin again. So I'm going to set up another layer of spikes. I figured he was just going to swords dance up again. But I'm like, let's see if he'll want to go for the rapid spin, just because. So even though I am a specially defensive-oriented Skarmory, I'm still not going to take hardly anything from a +2 rock slide. I mean, I was expecting it to do a little bit more because like I said, I'm especially defensive, and he doesn't. So right here, I figure, okay, I can live a hidden power fire, and I'm just going to go for a roost because I think max damage is 170 for hidden power fire. But he Giga Drains again, so this has me thinking he either really hates Vaporeon or he flat out doesn't have hidden power fire. Either one could be a valid point. I mean, the guy could just not like Vaporeon, but right here he is going to show that he does have a hidden power, and unfortunately it turns out to be either ground or poison. I believe he said it was ground, but in the long run, didn't necessarily matter. Like I said, max damage was 170. An unboosted rock slide would have done half of what it did initially, which was like about 80 damage, and I still would have whirlwinded him out. And right here, I'm going to whirlwind him out into his Tyranitar, and this is the perfect opportunity for me to get my Terrakion in. So, after Leftover's turn, I'm going to go into Terrakion. This is my only chance. I have to set up a Rock Polish here on the switch, because I figure he doesn't have anything to hit me with. If he has Superpower, oh well. This is my only chance. So if he switches, he goes into Mints, I get a Rock Polish up, and here comes the most nerve-wracking Stone Edge I have ever had to go for in my life. That literally took me like 2 minutes to click. But no, anyways, that was an amazing game, SuperITSU. And yeah, I'm in the finals. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Party, okay. So yeah, thanks everyone for watching. As always, I truly and sincerely appreciate it, and I will see you next time. Peace out.